At a national level, in strategic level, let us look at the fight against corruption in the three main aspects, which I keep on talking about. It may not be in my speech, but I really emphasize that if we want to counter this monster called corruption, there are three main pillars. The political culture of this country must change. If for you to get a political seat, you must go on and bribe, use and quote means, bribing, maybe you want to become an MP, you want to become a governor. The only sensible thing for that man when he takes over the office, he has three priorities. He will tell you, I'm bringing development. But in his heart, that person will have three priorities. One is to recoup what he has spent. Two, he has to accumulate for the next election. Three, if he's a strategist, he has to now think of how he can have extra so that in case he is not re-elected, he is safe, money-wise. So if that political culture of bribery and token is not going to end in this country, please don't make noise saying our politicians are corrupt. The politicians are a product of the society. It's not them. They don't drop from heaven. It's us who make them. Then we have a second option, that is the public. The public must change its culture. There was a time in this country where citizens decided to arrest policemen taking bribes. It was a short-term incident, but it happened, and policemen refused to take bribes along the roads. Today, they take it in the open, and even if they look at you and you have no problem, they'll tell you, mzee, hauna kitu kidogo tu uniangalie. And that matatu that is being stopped, it has an engineer, it has a professor, it has an ex-military officer, and we keep quiet. We don't make any noise. Our only noise that we have is to blame the police. I am not defending the police, but the police becomes a product of a rotten society. The last one, which I whispered to the Prime Cabinet Secretary, is about the institutions that we have. The institutions that we have must be strengthened. And I keep on taking pride that this country, if there's anything good about this country, is that this country has got a constitution that has established well-laid institutions that should function for the prosperity of this country. So that's what I'm talking about, that the strategic pillar must look at the political culture, and the public, they must change on how they do their business and their support, and then we look at institutions, that is the judiciary, the ODPP, the Office of the Auditor General, and all other groups. So in the last two decades, Kenya has covered a lot on the ground of its effort in the fight against corruption. Somebody may say this is subject to argument. One person asked me, what is the progress in the fight against corruption in Kenya? And I keep on referring, some of my colleagues know what I talk about. I say, look here, the clock has got several. There is the one for the hour, the one for the minutes, and the one for the seconds. Kenyans want to see the fight against corruption in the way the stick for the seconds move, because it's so visible. For our side, we say it is moving in the right direction, of course, at the pace of the stick for the hour. It takes time. You cannot see it visibly moving, but we are heading in the right direction. How do we go about it? We may have the best strategic plan on earth. We can have all the instruments, but I keep on saying that the fight against corruption is just like the way a human being manages a lifestyle disease, or the way our children get educated. And Professor Kiama is here. He will attest to that. You can have the best school, but a school depends on 4 factors. The parents or guidance, the guardian or parents, the pupil, the teachers, and the facilities. If you have the 4, you will have the best results. Likewise, for you to manage a lifestyle disease, there is the doctor, there's yourself, and there's the environment. The doctor will give you some pills, and he will tell you, don't take this food, make sure you don't take a lot of salt, And then there's that self-discipline of yourself and those who live immediate family members. So if you're told don't take alcohol, and when you go home, the first thing you open the fridge is full of bottles of Tuskers and wine and whatever, you get tempted. So the people who stay with you contribute for you not to control that disease. And Your Excellency, I can assure you of our commitment and dedication to execute our mandate in line with our core values of fidelity to the law, integrity, teamwork, innovation, professionalism, and courage. Sir, being one of the senior politicians in this country, there has always been noise that when we sometimes nab some powerful people, the next thing is that we are being misused politically. Eacc is a very neutral, professional organization that works within the law, and we do carry out our mandate in a very neutral way without any political interference.
Impunity are men and women who have been given positions of authority, of power, of leadership to help guide this nation to the place where it will deliver for the people of this nation. But instead of doing that, they use that power, that authority, that space to steal the resources with wanton abandon, believing or knowing that there is nothing you can do to them. And so they do whatever they please because of the positions that they hold. And so I have come across in my short while in office cases of men and women who are in such places, but you can see they are using those offices, whether small or big, to steal from us. A second group of people are men and women who are simply greedy. Some of them have no office in government. Some of them have proxies in government. But these men and women are filthy rich. They are well-resourced. They have money. They have property. They have wealth. But they are not satisfied. So they're looking for more. And they will look for every opportunity to steal from the public, sometimes using proxies, sometimes directly. When you look at them, you wonder, what more do you want? You already have more than most Kenyans. So why are you putting your hands into the pot where all of us would like to eat from? It is greed.